Oh, what a night. Late December back in 63 was a very special time for me. Why am I singing that song? What is going on here? This is really weird. This is just downright bizarre. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm doing it. I don't know why I'm doing it here, allegedly, live on the Facebook. Wednesday at 7 p.m. But if you're a regular viewer of the internet around this time, you know that oddities are prone to happen on the Malcontent Facebook page, because that is the host site for a little thing we like to call Tent Talks Tunes. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Lord willing and the creeks don't rise and the internet is actually cooperating with us today. I am live, but if you've seen this thing more than once, you know that we have our little ritual to go through prior to my actually saying anything that's interesting or doing anything that's interesting. I have to reach over here, click on the monitor, and make sure that I am indeed going out live on the internet. And all you people who watch this as a rerun on my YouTube channel, which I have thoughtfully made a flyer here, this means nothing to you at all because you're watching from the safety of the future when all of the wrinkles have been ironed out and all the horse hockey has been shoveled and put in its rightful place. But no, those of us here who are live on Facebook, we have to deal with this in real time. And I'm going to adjust my camera leg just a little bit because I'm feeling kind of crooked. Only in the visual sense, I assure you. And the leg is adjusted, and it does look like I'm going live, so all right. Enough fall de raw. We're going to do this for real. Now, I have not been on in about 2 weeks, so already in that 2 weeks, Facebook has changed its interactive menu, the way I can see you guys' comments. Like I see Alan Versapellis is here live, first one in the house. Thank you, Alan. Always good to have you there. If Alan's in the house, then you know I'm going out live. So yeah, it's been a short little brief while since I've been here on Tent Talks Tunes. Last week, I was en route to the excellent city of Cleveland, Ohio. That's right, the state that is round on both ends and high in the middle. I was driving to Cleveland so I could partake in the annual devotional Devo fan convention. And I put together a rockin' little band called David Kendrick's Quintophrenia, which consisted of devotional all-stars, people such as myself who have performed live at the devotional numerous times over the years. And we centered the entire thing around a guy named David Kendrick, who is a fantastic drummer. Just so happens he drummed for Sparks, Shoo Shoo, Gleaming Spires, Empire of Fun, and of course, Devo, duh. And I gotta tell you kids, fanboy worship done aside and celebrity peel aside, just being able to stand on a stage with a musician of that caliber and my fellow musicians who are all top shelf is what it's all about. To be able to play music with people who are that good. So it was a great time. Wonderful time was had by all, and thanks to everybody who came. And we'll do it again next year. Maybe not that exact thing, but we're going to do something. Promesa. You guys saw me waving this thing around. This is kind of related to Devo. This is a 1925 religious pamphlet called Jocko Homo. Yes, Jocko Homo, the heaven-bound king of the zoo. And if the name Jocko Homo seems familiar to you, well, that would be because Devo themselves had a copy of this religious pamphlet back in 1974-ish and got lots of inspiration and many ideas from it. And I have taken the liberty of reprinting this book in something resembling its original form. It's got the fabulous TPOS logo on the back, so you can tell that it's my reprint. But yes, a very reasonable facsimile of a very important and influential book in the story of DEVO from OHIO. It is, of course, it's for sale. Haha, you know, there's always a catch to it. It is for sale. It's on my eBay page. If you look me up, TPOS/Trash American Style, you will find what could be and what should be your personal copy of Jocko Homo, Heaven-Bound King of the Zoo, for a very reasonable price. Let's see, not a whole lot going on. There is actually a very exciting package that I picked up today at the post office. You know it, but there it is anyway. P.O. Box 173, Newton, North Carolina, 28658. That's where I like to get the goodies via the United States Postal Service. My pal Adam Zisser, who lives somewhere in the wilderness, somewhere north of Atlanta, Georgia, sent me a great big box of media of some sort. And the loose plan was to open it up tonight on Tent Talks Tunes. But as we know, the real world will throw things at you. There are events, there are calendars, there are unforeseen circumstances, and tonight was kind of one of them. So, we'll get to that in a minute. Adam, I got your box. It is here. It is safe. And I'm going to do the live unveiling next week right here on Tent Talks Tunes. So join us in about 167 hours. I don't know what's in the box. You don't know what's in the box. We're all going to find out at the same time. All right. So I've addressed some of the salient issues. My mailing address, my website, malcolmtent.net, my Discogs, my eBay, my Bandcamp, my YouTube channel. You know the usual deal. So, without any further ado, let's do the do with my special guest, a fellow who owns a super cool record and culture shop in the great city of Morganton, North Carolina. And that's how they pronounce it. If you go there and say Morganton, they know you're not from around there. It's actually Morganton. So if you're going to visit, you have to say, hi, great to be here in Morganton. Downtown Morganton, great shop, green eggs and jam. The man who is hosting this year's Brown Mountain Lights Festival, the headliners of which are a certain teenage rock and roll combo that I play the bass guitar for. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it from Mr. Stacey Peek. Come on board, Stacey. Yes, hey.
Hey guys, how's everybody tonight?
There he is.
Nice to be here with you, Malcolm.
It's good
always
to have
a pleasure,
you.
sir.
And it's a very rare occasion that I get to have a guest.
Well, I'm happy to be here, buddy. I appreciate it.
Yeah. As you can see, right there, we're on the internet.
I see it.
It's right there, man.
That's crazy stuff. Hey, hello, internet.
I'm gonna lower this just a smidge so people can see our respective awesome t-shirts.
Gotcha.
I got mine, you got yours. We're two good-looking men. I think ZZ Top wrote a song about us.
Absolutely.
Somewhere along the line. So yeah, man, tell us what's going on. What's up with, well, first, tell us a little bit about Green Eggs and Jam, because the people need to know.
Well, it's a store I started back in 1994 in a little town called Swannanoa, North Carolina, near Asheville. We kind of were the only record store around selling punk rock records, indie rock records, vinyl, CDs, and just basically I just took all the records I had in my collection and opened up a little shop. And from there on, we kind of grew and moved to Asheville and have bands play and, turned it into like a music venue. We've had, hundreds of bands plays over the years between our stores in Asheville and Boone and Morganton. And so we've been Marion. We had a store in Marion for a while too. So.
Those are some pretty unlikely locales.
They are for sure. But once I got to Morganton, had some kids, and didn't do it for a while. Then me and my son Jackson decided to open it up again. And that's been about 8 years ago. And so here we are in Morganton. And about 4 years ago, we started this thing called the Brown Mountain Lights Festival.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't know about the Brown Mountain Lights, it's a natural phenomenon that happens near Morganton, North Carolina. Up on the Brown Mountains, these people have seen these orbs go through the sky, and there's all kind of folklore and tale about what goes on up there. So we decided to do like a punk rock metal oddity festival about 4 years ago. So this is our 4th year doing it this year, and it's going to be on October 25th, 2025, right downtown Morganton. And as you said before, we have the legendary Antiseen playing. I know. It's an honor to have them play. I think the last time they played was in 1992, 93.
In Morganton.
In Morganton, a place called Rax.
See, I can't even imagine. I think you have a little AV for us.
Well, here's this. I don't think you can see it good here. I got this from, let's see.
Yeah, that's got a bit of a delay. The
Okay.
real-time monitor is right
I see.
there.
Okay.
Yeah, so there you go. Oh, God. Now, what have I done? All right. We're
Anyway.
two old guys figuring out the technology. We'll get it.
The Facebook gets us kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I picked this up from Mr. Clayton about 6 months ago. This is the original artwork from when they played at a place called Rax that was in Morganton, North Carolina, circa 1992, 93. And a lot of the folks there were at the show, and they're really excited to see Antiseen back in Morganton after so many years.
Where on earth was Rax?
It's a place called Catawba Brewery that is not a brewery anymore. So it's about a block and a half away from the stage where you'll be playing during the Brown Mountain Lights Festival.
So smack dab in the middle of downtown.
Smack dab in the middle of downtown. Rax. I guess it was a pool hall. I never went there. So
interesting.
There's that. So
interesting. Antiseen and Seducer.
And Seducer, yes.
Another name that should be familiar to Antiseen aficionados out there.
That's correct. That's correct. So,
for those who don't know, that was the original band of Trip McNeil, who was one of my many honorable ancestors as the bass player in Antiseen. I am the 13th and final bass player for Antiseen. Very lucky. Lucky for all of us. What can I tell you? And I don't know what number Trip was. He's probably like 6 or 7.
Gosh, I don't know.
But he's still on the scene, still active and rocking and rolling, and a whole part of the story, Mang.
Maybe show them that little thing I've got in here.
Don't show them that.
No. I'll pull this out here. I'll show you this. The first time I saw Antiseen was in 1988. I was a wee 18 years old, and this is the original ticket stub. There was this other band called Danzig that they opened up for. I'd never heard of them. But
those guys?
Yeah, they were okay.
Bunch of mugs.
I don't know if we can get this. How was the best way to get it?
Yeah, just kind of, you can actually get pretty close on this camera without any...
So this was the original ticket stub, $7. I mean, that was a little expensive back in the day, but no, it's the first time I saw Antiseen, the first of many times. I think it's the band I've seen the most in my life is Antiseen.
Wow.
So it's been for years and years, it's been a while since Joe passed, but that's probably the last time I saw him was at his store there at Repo Depot in Lenore.
Lenore, another very unlikely locale.
Right.
Jeff Clayton told a story about that Danzig gig.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he said that, early in the night, they're doing the load-in and the sound check, and at one point, Antiseen's road crew started covering Danzig's backline with plastic sheets. And I might not be getting all the details right, but this is the essential basis of the story. And Danzig's road crew was like, oh, whoa, wait a minute. What are you doing to our amps? Because they obviously had a very impressive and expensive backline. Sure. And they don't want anybody monkeying with it. They're like, what are you doing to our stuff? And Antiseen's road crew said, look, unless you want to get blood all over these amps, you're going to let us cover them up. And Danzig's people said, what do you mean blood?
Right.
And they said, blood. And they said, you mean real blood?
Real blood.
And Danzig's people were just like, cover him up. So do you remember blood at the show?
I don't remember much about the show. I was barely 18 years old, and I do remember the Pterodactyl Club was the most awesome kind of goth club around at the time. Saw Alien Sex Fiend there and Christian Death, and it was like the Bat Cave of Charlotte for sure. It was a fun little place to go. But I was so young, and it was culture shock to me. But coming from Black Mountain, North Carolina, and going to the big city of Charlotte, it was something different for sure. That was my first big show outside of Seals and Croft at the Palladium at Carowinds. So there you go.
Now, was that your first ever show, Seals and Croft?
I believe it was, yeah. It was. I saw Juice Newton there one time. You know what the Palladium was at Charlotte at the Carowinds?
Before my time.
Okay, well, Carowinds, they had a music venue there called the Palladium, and B stars, semi-famous people would come, like Juice Newton, and at the time, I loved Juice Newton and Pat Benatar, and I loved Pat Benatar until I found out she was married to guitar player. So,
another romance. One more romance.
I know, but you live and learn, right?
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Your first actual underground
Absolutely.
punk rock show was Antiseen.
Absolutely, and that's I enjoyed spending time with Jeff in his shop. Joe and Jeff, his brother, at the shop in Lenore, and we
The Young Brothers. Yes.
I know they were a good team, man, and I miss seeing those guys. So I wish he was going to be playing with us too. He's up there watching down over us for sure. So,
I would think so, and hopefully approving. I mean, we haven't had any thunderbolts drop down from the sky
well, yet.
So far, so good.
Right. We're still a little bit away from doing that, but I did bring some Antiseen records from my collection.
Yeah, very curious about that. You brought in this big old box of 7-inchers, and
sure.
I really exerted some self-control and said, "Don't show us the records yet."
Well, we can look whenever you're ready. We've got.
I think I'm ready.
All right, let's pull this box out here.
If you people are ready, I'm ready. Let's do this.
So
once again, I hate to interrupt, but once again, Antiseen's Facebook's interface. Okay, now I had to click a button order so we can see people actually.
I can't see that far, Malcolm.
Well,
I mean, my glasses maybe not be as strong as yours. Let's see a little closer.
These dollar store cheaters are great.
I see Mike there. It was good to see you today too, Mike.
Yeah, my good pal T. Kadef, who I just saw at the devotional. Always good to see you there in person. Bruiser Braswell is here. Mike Lesser from Vancouver, BC. And the aforementioned Alan Versapellis, plus apparently a few other people who have not commented yet. But good to know you guys are there.
Awesome.
You ready for some show and tell? I think I am.
Let's see. So let's just... What do you want us to... I mean...
Well, first I see one sticking right out the top that I am intimately familiar with. And there is quite a story behind that one.
Well, here we go.
Signed by Joe.
Yep. So, you got that there. Is that good? Not good how this camera
that's all right. You can,
okay, cool.
You can zoom in a little bit if you want.
So Joe, I hung out with him a lot back in the day. I'd sold my record store in Boone and was living in Hickory, and I would come to his record shop and we would hang out and just talk. And, I told him I had all these records, and he's like, well, bring them in one day and I'll sign them for you and we'll talk about them. So here we go. So this is just the 45 collection that I've got. So
now wait, where there's a price tag on the back.
Let's see. Nice price books. $3.98 it says.
A very reasonable price.
Nice price books on these.
Now is that the black vinyl or the clear vinyl?
Let's see. I'm not 100% sure.
This is a TPOS release, by the way. TPOS number 92. Clear. Yes. Collectors love the clear vinyl.
There you go. So put that one back up in there. Yeah, and as I say, I've had these records for many, many years and just kind of collected them along the way.
Yeah, well, they're just sitting there in a box and you don't care anymore.
I know, right?
We'll take care of that.
We'll get rid of that. It's funny because some of the original price tags are on here, and this one here, I'll just pull this one up here. I guess this has got a compilation of the Antiseen Kill the Scene. And this one definitely came from Repo Depot because it's got Joe's $3 price tag on it. Wow. You'll find a lot of my records in my record collection have this price tag too, and I like to look back on them. And when my son Jackson was young, he loved Kiss, so Joe would always hold back all the Kiss stuff for me, and Johnny, who runs J&B Vinyl, would always give him Kiss stuff, and it was really cool, and how they embraced the kids and stuff like that. So
right on.
Here's kind of a harder one to find.
Yes, the original Psycho Killer 7-inch single on Jettison Records.
Jettison Records out of Durham.
Which was the label of Todd Nesty Goss, who was Antiseen's sound man and merch guy for a very long time.
I've seen other records on that label. I can't think of things off the top of my head, but...
he did Blue Green Gods on Jettison. He did the Falling Off the Edge of the World, I think was the name of it. Compilation with a whole bunch of really cool bands. Todd, if you're out there, salute. Good guy.
Here's another one definitely came from
there you go.
Depot.
Yep. The Antiseen Brody's Militia split 7-inch.
Definitely NC Royalty is my absolute favorite song by Antiseen.
That's a good one.
One of my favorites.
Now, of course, there's a connection between Brody's Militia and Antiseen because the Gooch, who was Antiseen's drummer immediately before I joined the band, had a weird episode where he disappeared right before a critical tour, and Antiseen needed a new member, Stat. It just happened to be little old yours truly. But yes, Brody's Militia. So there was a connection between the two bands. And also, as long as I'm yapping,
Do it.
the tracks on this were recorded, or at least one of them was recorded by myself at a gig in Waltham, Massachusetts. I think it was Waltham, Massachusetts. My first time seeing Antiseen in 12 years after a long gap of non-communication, just because it shook out that way.
Right.
So that record has lots of interconnections to it.
Well, here's a fun one, too.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Sympathy through the record industry.
Yes.
I think, who did the Piz did the artwork
The Piz,
with that?
yeah,
The Piz did the
I
artwork
believe
for
so,
that.
yeah.
This is pretty cool. What was that? $3.99 back in the day?
What record?
Cash converters. Now, cash converters, let's talk about this place. It was a pawn shop in Asheville, North Carolina. And I guess I happened upon in there one day and found this Antiseen.
Nice.
So, $3.99. Yep,
What color is that one? I
Let's
know
see.
they did blue, they did green, and I think red.
Blue.
Whoa. See, now that's a shade of blue I've never seen before.
That's a pale shade of blue, I suppose.
Interesting. That's pretty good.
Right. Let's.
Now, I'll mention, too, It Looks Good for Them to Care, written by Steve Sadler, Antiseen's drummer, and it was a song from one of his old bands. So it's technically a cover band, technically a cover song.
Let's see here. Let's see.
That's one. Ooh.
That's a hard
the
one.
cover alone.
Too. Yeah.
Was it the Blood Battles of the South? I think.
Live in Tampa. Yeah.
That is one raw recording on that one.
Was it the Brass Mug that was in Tampa? It was, a buddy of mine used to live down there and talk about running into El Duce like right before he died, and El Duce never had any money, and then El Duce somehow had a shitload of money, and this is after maybe there's another with Cobain or something.
Yeah,
there's all kind of theories about that. But Johnny was like, he's like, man, El Duce never had a dime, and he was buying everybody beers that night. So
dang.
Let's see if I can find anything else new. I have a bunch of them in here.
This is one entire crate full of Antiseen.
And this
records.
one was a hard one to find. I've never seen the zine for it, but it came with a magazine. I guess a German magazine. I don't know if anybody's too familiar with this one, but it's got different bands on it.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of put on the back there. I don't know if you can see good with the glare or anything, but
what's the label look like on that?
Let's see.
No.
Kind of looks like a test pressing, but I don't think it's not. But
never seen that one before.
Yeah.
Dang. So what Antiseen song is on there?
Animals.
Huh. Do they say what version?
Let's see. I think it does on the back. Let me check.
That's the thing about Antiseen.
It's a live, unofficial version.
What is that?
Let me see. Yeah.
Try to get our Unverof Entenlicht.
No idea.
Me
Anybody's
neither.
out there, let us know.
But it is live. Yeah, if anybody actually understood what I just tried to say, please drop us a line here at Tent Talks Tunes.
Tent Talks Tunes. Let's see here. I think we did that one already, didn't we?
Oh, but what color is that?
That's a different color. No, let's see. It's a green one, looks like.
There you go, green. Yeah, I'll show the people the green vinyl on that. That one I'm familiar with. See, the joys of record collecting. We need to have all the different colors of vinyl, all the different sleeves. We need test pressings, label variants, signed, unsigned.
Imports.
Yeah, this is very important. Very important.
Yeah, we all have that. When you get to a certain point in collecting records, you get to where you collect your favorite record in as many different pressings of it as you can. So,
I think you were talking earlier about how you had 14 different copies of the first Dead Kennedys record.
I do, yeah.
Which I'm impressed by that. Seriously, I only have one. This guy's got 14. I could probably guess. Just take a little bit of a detour here because Tent Talks Tunes is all about the detours.
Okay.
How many versions of the first Dead Kennedys album can we name? Can you name all 14?
No, I could not. Honestly, just give me the different pressings of where they're from and the different countries. Yeah. No, I couldn't go that far with it.
Well, it's been a minute. A few I know of. There's obviously the first pressing with the orange cover.
Okay, I've had that one for sure.
And then there's the black and white cover with the faces of the band on the back.
I'm pretty sure I have that one and without the faces,
Without the faces. And then one where the entire band picture's been removed that says picture censored. And then the one that replaced that had a picture of a bunch of old ladies on the back.
Okay.
So that's 5 right there.
Right. Well,
we're only
you're way more versed in it than
I
am. Next time I come over, I'll bring the Dead Kennedys.
All
so
right.
we can see what we've got.
That could be an episode of 10 Talks Tunes right there because we love this kind of stuff.
I like it. Now that's a reissue. Let's see here what we got. There's a
Oh, that's an odd
Barbecue
one.
Young with this other band called the Bunny Brains on the back.
Which I am not. I'm not on this record.
Good Lord! I bring another Bunny Brains record, and I thought you were in all the Bunny Brains.
No, I'm on the good Bunny Brains.
The good Bunny Brains.
Just saying, guys. Just
saying.
saying.
That's Walking Dead. That's
classic.
Yeah,
I mean, talk about a double A side, a conceptual single, Walking Dead, and Haunted House.
Right.
And if I'm not mistaken, that only ever came out on black vinyl.
I think Death Train Records, but.
Wait, that was on Death Train? What label was that on?
I think it's a Death Train.
Ajax.
Ajax, you're right.
Yes, a fine label that used to be in Chicago. If I remember correctly, they pressed 2,000 of those, which back in the day, back in the 90s, you could sell 2,000 records by a band such as Antiseen. Oh, that's a good one. That's a real good one.
Rancid Vat, Antiseen Split.
I was just playing their version of Deeds of the Damned last night. And talk about a dream team.
Let me see if I can find some of these older ones too. Because there's the one with Blowfly.
Oh gosh, yes. Antiseen Blowfly Split 7-inch, which is going to be reissued.
Wonder who's doing that.
I wonder. Maybe it's got something to do with my label, TPOS.
The best record label in the world.
Listen to what the man says.
Right. I know I've got some other. Okay, here we go. Let's see this one here.
It just got real heavy all of a sudden.
All right.
Very heavy indeed.
This is the first record. Let's see. Drastic EP.
Nummern 1.
Nice.
I said that in German pretty well.
You did. I've had this for so many years.
Oh, there it is.
Let's see if it's got the inserts in it too. Let's check it out here.
Do you remember where and when you got that record?
I do not. It could have been, I don't know. I would go to Charlotte all the time to buy records, like Milestone Records, and gosh, that was about the only place to get records in Charlotte from what I can remember back in the day.
Milestone as in the venue?
No, it was a record. It was, I think the guy who had the venue owned the record store too.
Oh,
yeah, and
interesting.
He put out a magazine called Indie File, I think the name of it was. Like a little zine out of Charlotte, and it would cover, pre-internet days when you could have to go to a magazine to look at tour dates and find stuff like that. But
the good old days.
The good old days, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll share the story of how I first was aware of the Antiseen Drastic EP. A story that people might have heard me tell before was that my first band ever from South Florida called Broken Talent did our first tour ever in July of 1984. And this group, Antiseen, booked the show that we played in Columbia, South Carolina, and they were the openers. And even though they were dang near impossible to follow, we were tasked with the thankless job of having to follow them. And we became friends, stayed in touch, and shortly thereafter, I got a call from Jeff Clayton saying that Antiseen had just released their first record. Could he send me some to sell at the record store I worked at in South Florida? I said, absolutely. So sometime after that, I got a little package of 5 copies of the Antiseen Drastic EP, which I think, I might not be right about this, but I believe we sold them for $1.75 each.
Wow.
At Open Books and Records. And I had to make people buy those records because they were just like an unknown, like nobody knew who they were. They were some band from Charlotte, North Carolina. They weren't from Florida. It was a tough sell, but I did eventually sell those 5 records. So,
well, you probably should have kept them these days. But
I kept one.
Right. I know. I hear you.
One, of course.
I would usually buy 2. I would buy one to keep and one to play. Depends on what it was.
Yeah. Well, you're flipping through.
I know. I was just going through. We got to see here. So this is the. People might be familiar with a label called Sub Pop.
Sub Pop, yes.
And this is your Sub Pop. It says Santa Club 1992 edition of 2500. That was a lot back then too, for sure.
1992.
That's right. This is the classic lineup here. It's a kind of a red, pinky, Sub Pop record. Which was another band, Nirvana, that was on that record label you might have heard of, and
Smashing Pumpkins.
Who did Sebado? I like Sebado.
Sebado. So Antiseen, or I should say Nirvana, were label mates with Antiseen. Smashing Pumpkins were label mates with Antiseen.
That's pretty crazy. 6 degrees of separation.
Yeah, that gives them a lot of cred in my book.
It absolutely does. So this, that okay?
Yeah, I don't care.
Antiseen Hellstomper. Alan King, Love the guy. I did
Yep.
a couple shows with Hellstomper too over the years. Great guy. I don't know if it's colored vinyl or not. Oh, it's white. Look at that.
Ooh, nice. Very nice.
There you go.
And I want to say my copy's on black, so immediately I'm envious and stricken with jealousy.
Sure.
Because that's what we do when we're record collectors, you know?
I don't get to show off my records much, so I'm just, this is a good time for me just to say, hey, look at the weird stuff I've got.
Yeah.
Let's see. These are kind of the newer ones. We can go through those
Yeah,
too.
because it doesn't matter if it's newer. I mean, so much of the Antiseen 7-inch catalog is so out of print. And I'm in the band. I'm a fan, longtime fan, and I don't have anything even close to a complete collection of Antiseen records. And that includes a lot of things that came out between 1999 and 2011.
Oh, okay.
When we just weren't in touch. So I missed all these releases.
This isn't an Antiseen record, but it's a Frankenstein Drag Queens from Planet 13.
Oh, yes.
This came at Bootleg Bill, Tunnel Rats, Alcoholics Unanimous. It was it came with Carbon 14 magazine, issue 17. I think I saw the magazine somewhere at the house too.
Yeah. Now Jeff Clayton was in Alcoholics Unanimous.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, I did not know that then.
I'm pretty sure he was the singer.
Okay. Another Carbon 14 record.
Ooh, who's on that one?
Lime Seal, Bat Cosmic Commander.
Mm.
I'll put that up there so I can see that one.
Yeah.
And this was $1.99. I know, right? And I don't know. I don't think I picked that one up. It may have come in a collection at work.
Now you're talking about not only one of my favorite Antiseen songs, but maybe my single favorite Antiseen record sleeve, drawn by Jeff Clayton. It's
great.
Fantastic. You show the people the front of that sleeve again. Everything about that drawing, as it relates to the song, is
Jack
just
Endino. He was
perfect.
a famous producer too, right?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
I don't know if you look at pretty much any grunge record from the 90s, you're going to find Jack Endino's name on it.
Let's see.
Which might be one reason why it sounds so good.
Well, there's Clayton on the cover of the catalog,
yes.
the radio catalog.
From Philadelphia, if I'm not mistaken.
Funny thing is, I'm looking at the back of this, and Iowa Beef Experience played either Morganton or Hickory, or I think it was Morganton back in the day. It's Iowa Beef Experience.
Wow.
As per Dave Minch, who owns Play It Again Records in Valdez. If you've never been to that store, I suggest you go there too. He actually put out a Antiseen record and a Seducer record back in the day. And it's probably in my collection here. We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, I'm curious to know which record he did. Because I met the guy once, really cool guy.
Cool guy.
And same deal. You talk about a very unlikely place for a record store. Valdez, North Carolina, is quite unlikely.
Good Lord, he's got so much stuff in there. You wouldn't believe how much stuff he's got in there.
Okay. And there's one I don't have.
There you go, Split.
Texas Terry and Antiseen doing Beat on the Brat by the Ramones.
Right.
Ain't got it.
Pink vinyl.
Ooh, that's a nice shade of pink. I love the opaque, creamy colors of vinyl. They look scrumptiously delicious.
Scrumptiously delicious. Yes, I agree. Let's see. Well,
we're not even halfway done.
I know,
here,
there's
kids.
so many in
There's
here.
Like, wait, and then you just pass
tell me what you like.
Well, how can you possibly go? How can you possibly go wrong with this one? Another all-time favorite, another split between Antiseen and Rancid Vat. You might have noticed a sort of recurring motif about professional wrestling here. I can assure you that's not a coincidence. That is a
If I don't handle these records correctly, I'll get called out for it. So.
Yeah, exactly. We have a bunch of discerning record collectors watching right now, so by all means, do not put your fingers on the glue.
And this is just the 7 inches I have. I have LPs, I have posters, I have flyers, I have some T-shirts still left. This T-shirt, of course, is for Romeo Joe Young.
Yeah.
And, miss that guy for sure.
Oh, now wait.
No, you go ahead.
More professional wrestling. Now, did Joe sign all of these?
He signed all these records.
Dang.
And we sat around and drank beer, and he signed all these records to me.
Man.
And, and the LPs too. So
wow.
I found a cool VHS tape I had the other day too. It's Antiseen, Hellstomper, and Frankenstein Drag Queens from Hickory, North Carolina. And it's a VHS tape, and I need to get it dubbed over to DVD or something because, the Drag Queens never did it for me. Did you ever really dig the Drag Queens?
I loved the first record that Jeff Clayton produced and guested on.
Yeah.
I thought it was fantastic. That one got a lot of play at my record store back in the day. After that, I didn't really follow them, lost track with them. We played a show with them a few years ago in Spartanburg, and they were great.
Right.
So I don't know.
I mean, Wednesday 13, his stuff's pretty good.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the Bourbon Crow, maybe was a thing he did. It was kind of like a countryside thing. It was pretty good, too. Oh, I'm trying to find the one that Dave put out. If I can, it may not be in here, but this one was Zeke. You tell me you see things.
I mean, it could be any one of them because every record has a story.
Every record has a story.
Well, that one, for example, that's
okay. Two
What
different
is
pressings
that?
of those.
Oh, the Confederacy of Scum, Community of Filth collaboration, the European American connection of particularly scummy bands.
Scummy bands.
Yes.
And that one, I guess this one might be blue. What do you think?
One would hope.
One would hope.
Looking for thematic
Yes, we've got that
look at
taken
that.
care of. It's a reissue of the Drastic EP and EP royalty.
Okay,
too.
see, that's worth showing because many Antiseen records have gone through many iterations over the years, and this is a double gatefold version of the first two EPs.
It's what the Vault of Antiseen #1.
Yes.
Once again, signed.
Brought to you by TKO Records, who are our label to this very day. I'm going to reach over here and hit the refresh button because the comments haven't been showing up, man.
And to be honest, I'd never really heard of Rocky Erickson until Antiseen.
Yes.
You know, with Two-Headed Dog and Bloody Hammer. I didn't know who the guy was. But then, of course, I found out later. But I credit them for edition of 2000 here.
Many people have said the same thing, that the Antiseen was their gateway into the world of Rocky Erickson. See, now this thing wasn't showing us the comments. Brian Hugo saying awesome sauce stuff. Mike Thrower.
Yeah, John Bridges. Yeah, how you doing, John? What's up?
Reiterating that Jack Endino is indeed an excellent producer and engineer. Johnny Horchak says he just got the Shit Kickers 7-inch signed.
There's a few I'm missing out of here that the Hank III's picture disc is somewhere.
Ooh, let's see that.
That's not here.
We love picture discs. Picture discs are cool.
I know. I thought I had all these 7-inches in a box, but I can't keep up with everything.
Now wait, what's that one? Wait, what's this one? Because I know what that one is, but this one is special interest on the ones that I personally don't have, including that one right there. Thanks a Lot by Ernest Tubb and We Will Not Remember You by the Anti-Nowhere League, and Space is the Place by Sun Ra.
Now, if that's not a combination I've never seen before, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's
totally.
covering a lot.
That just shows how eclectic the band members are in Antiseen and what music influenced them.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really funny because the Antiseen has gotten...
and this was a Japanese pressing.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I believe so. I think so.
Yep,
Looks
sure
Japanese.
Enough. Dang. I was going to say Antiseen has taken some flack for covering certain bands in their past, but has never gotten credit for covering certain other bands.
Well, isn't that the way it is any time, you know?
We'll just leave it at that.
Oh, here we go. Look what I found.
Seducer.
This is the Seducer Antiseen split.
Yeah.
And let's just move these around because I'm getting too jumbled up here. And this is on Waggletone Records out of Valdez, North Carolina. Anybody knows Dave Minch. He put out a lot of records back in the day, and he still has his record store in Valdez. He comes to visit me about once a week.
What's the name of his store?
Play It Again Records. Let's see here. Let's look inside. I would Seducer side.
Seducer, for those of you who don't know, we're like just a classy, straight-ahead, heavy metal band. Not hair metal. I'm talking about metal. Chrissy Walker would love it. Just saying.
Right. I Don't Like You and Cactus Jack. It's a good combination there. Let's see. There's some other junk in here. Let's see, because I love inserts.
Well, that's the thing. 7-inch record. And a record in any form is defined quite often by its inserts.
Oh, look, the complete works of Antiseen up to a certain point. You might want to screenshot that, guys. That's pretty interesting.
Fits on one side of one printed page.
Side.
That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. Let's see what else.
I was going to say, since I joined the band, I've been in the band now for I believe, coming up on 5 years. A little over 4, coming up on 5. What have we done? 1, 2, 3, 4 full-length LPs, a 12-inch single, one 7-inch single, a couple of compilations. I mean, like, just right off the bat, that's 8 different releases that this band has cranked out since I joined the band. You know,
I mean,
and I'm forgetting a few.
And I don't have it all either. I mean, I've still got stuff I need to collect too. But yes, I think he still has the same phone. Well, I think it's 828 now, but he does still have the same phone number.
Wow.
Waggletone Records, Play It Again Records.
Now, was it 704 back then?
It was 704 then. Before the internet and the dial-up and everything changed, and we had to get. And it was 704 from like Asheville, probably West North Carolina, all the way to Charlotte at the time.
So wait, was 919 the other?
That was like Raleigh. So what was that area?
Right. 2 old guys sitting around talking about area codes.
I know. Can you believe that? Here we are.
That's Tent Talks Tunes, kids.
Here's another Carbon 14. Carbon 14 loved Antiseen.
Oh, yes. And the Alice Cooper, if you notice,
that one was too,
thematic Alice Cooper album cover tribute. But we have Killer on this one and Love It to Death on that one.
There you go.
And we know there's nothing wrong with the original Alice Cooper group.
Right.
Dennis Dunaway, Neil Smith, Michael Bruce, Glenn Buxton, and Vincent Fernier.
Now this is a record here.
Oh, yeah.
Oogum Boogum.
Yep.
All right. That's an awesome song. And this is the one I picked up back in the day, too. Of Course, Joe didn't sign this one because he wasn't on it. But it always freaked me out. Look, there's an original sticker with it.
Very cool. Very cool.
Crack and Peel Plus. That's the way those were back in the day. I guess I was 18 when this record came out, so 1988.
Now, another bit of historical trivia is that the Jeff Clayton and the Slime Goats 7-inch EP was actually recorded as an Antiseen album.
Oh, really?
And there was going to be a full-length LP by Antiseen of those songs plus a handful of others. But due to many reasons, probably best explained by Jeff Clayton himself, which he has done on his show, Break On Through. He airs on Tuesdays, every other Tuesday, on the Antiseen Facebook page. The story has been told, and it's a very interesting story. And, of course, Break On Through is archived on YouTube as well. So if you want to know the story behind the Slime Goats EP and why it was called Slime Goats and not Antiseen, look it up.
So I guess these are two of the same pressings.
Okay.
A split with Rupture.
Yep.
Not familiar with them, I don't guess. But
Australian band. They're kind of funny. They started out as a typical anarcho crusty punk band, and then they got into the shtick where they just like to piss people off for the sake of pissing people off. And
I mean, I know bands like that. I guess.
So, they'll do anything or say anything just to get a rise out of somebody. Which
this is pretty fun.
Whatever.
This guy.
That's hilarious.
Right. Cock on the loose.
Oh boy! Now, did you ever meet G.G. Allen?
I did not. I had, he was in Charlotte some, and I had my chances. I just didn't. So there you go. It was
a lot of people would have made that same decision. Don't worry about it.
But Hated is one of the best documentaries ever made.
Yes, it is.
And Todd went on to do like other things like The Hangover and The Joker and things like that. So
yeah,
I think it's awesome. So it's the same as that.
Now that's a totally different thing. That's another precedent, an antecedent to a version of Antiseen because Mad Brother Ward is on that record before he was in the band.
I don't know why this. I know it has a Japanese. This cover might have been on that other Japanese. No, probably not. Trying to figure it out. That's white vinyl.
Right on.
What else we got inside here? Oh, we've got a download code. Anybody want to take advantage of that? Please do. Please do. There's your freebie for the night.
Copy and paste.
There you go. And look, you can reach Mr. Clayton via his MySpace page on here too, so you can check that out too as well.
What an amazing internet relic we have here.
So great.
This is great. I wonder what would happen if you looked up Jeff Clayton on MySpace. What could possibly be there?
Lord, I don't know. I think we should do it at some point.
Now, Jeff Clayton and the Mongrels came about because Antiseen had taken a planned hiatus at some point. Does that say what year it was made?
I guess. It probably does somewhere. Let me check.
See, now Antiseen is a band that has never broken up. It's never gratuitously reformed. It's always been a continuously running band, except for a couple of planned hiatuses, such as this one. And
I don't see a date on it, but it would be, you could kind of guess by the MySpace and by the Steel Cage having a web page. It was probably, early 2000s. Probably.
Early 2000s,
yeah, I would guess.
Early to mid. Interesting. So that was a stopgap release that Clayton did with a band he put together to keep the product flowing and the music going while Antiseen was on this planned hiatus. There's been a lot of call for a reissue of that record.
I don't know if anybody could do that, though.
I don't know.
That'd be weird.
I don't know.
Reissues.
Reissues.
Love it. Oh, let's see here. Now, there's two of those. We've already looked at that one.
Yeah. Now, that's another extremely raw-sounding record, if I recall correctly.
Empire Falls, is it the split Empire Falls?
I don't... What's on that? Star Horror and...
Yep.
Yeah, I don't even know what's on that one.
Black Vinyl. This is 2003. In fact, I just happen to see a date on that one.
Interesting. They have stumped the bass player. That's an Antiseen Rancid Vat split 7-inch, of which there are many.
Yeah. This was the...
Oh.
This is another Japanese one here.
To have a record pressed and released in Japan, I think, is really cool.
All right.
I love foreign pressings. I love...
Red vinyl there.
Just the very fact that you can be on a release made and distributed exclusively in an entirely different country. I don't know why. I just really blows my mind.
Cover there with Clayton and Bob Wire and Joe.
So. Good opportunity to mention that we do have, Antiseen has to this day, a record label in Japan. Yes, indeed, you do. Jackhammer Music. They released the CD version of Great Disasters in Japan, and they also released the Antiseen Before I Hang split 10-inch EP. Japanese only pressing. The fanboy in me just bubbles over with excitement.
Look at that one. Let's see. Two-Headed Dog. Because I Love You. I think this is probably an original pressing.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
On A color vinyl. Blue.
Yeah, blue. 1990.
I think they did blue and red on that one.
Maybe so.
I think.
Yeah, the Barbecue EP. I think
now, is that a reissue of EP Royalty with an orange cover? It's got to be. See, those of us who suffer from the collecting disease know... Oh, that's an original, isn't it?
Death Train, yeah.
Now, what's with the orange cover? How come I've never seen an orange cover on that one? Show the people this extremely bizarre enamel. An orange-covered...
Ruby, Get Back to the Hills, yeah.
I've seen white, and I've seen light blue. And maybe...
Marlon was playing in the band.
Yeah, the great Marlon Cherry, who... I've said it many times. Marlon Cherry and Tom O'Keefe were the... As far as I'm concerned, the architects of the Antiseen bass sound, which I do my absolute best to stick true to, because Marlon Cherry introduced the melodicism, and Tom O'Keefe introduced just the pure sludge aspect. So you mold the two, there you got the bass sound.
Look at that one.
There's a Judas Bullethead record, for those of you who dig the Antiseen spin-offs, and that's an official, original oversized plastic sleeve that this record came in. Yes, we know things like that.
Right.
$2.99.
What a bargain. It's got a little bit, it's probably a little very good plus on that one.
Well, VG plus is still quite acceptable. All right. Yeah. Original insert.
In memory of John Holmes, rest in peace. Yeah, I'll give you a little look at that. So
yes, all hand drawn, cut and paste.
Yeah, that's the way we did it back in the day.
White out. Blue. Yep. Any idea where you might have got that one? Does that?
Oh, I have no idea. To be honest with you, that's been so. Yeah, it's been a long time ago, buddy. I try to remember all the records, and some things I can, but I try to remember my kids' birthdays too. So
now that one, I think we should show, featuring the modeling skills of Sir Barry Hannibal.
All right. On
the front cover, a full-fledged citizen, a subject of the King of England. He's not one of us. He's one of them.
I don't know if this is color vinyl. Yeah, it's blue.
Blue. Antiseen lime cell split. How's that for a bunch of aggro on one piece of vinyl?
Right.
Oh, yes. I never noticed just how British themed that record is. You got the Heinz baked beans on one side and a big cup of tea on the other. That's Quite horrible. Did the people see the lime cell side?
Can you see it?
That's
yeah.
just
I don't know how to get there. We go.
awful.
Maybe better.
Just awful.
Yeah.
But we need to have it anyway. For
Okay.
collectors.
Let's see. This live one. I think this was
all live, no jive.
German. No, it wasn't a German one, but
that's another extremely raw recording, if my memory serves me correctly.
I don't know. Let's see what there's. It's a black vinyl.
Yep. So being the recording aficionado that I am, I notice these things.
Right.
I'm the guy, and Stacey has seen me in action. I'm the guy who drags around a 16-track recorder to shows so I can record them with a big bag full of mics and cables. And I'm out of my mind. Oh, there's the hookers.
So yeah, so it was. I don't think I bought this at the show, but Antiseen and the Hookers played together at Ground Zero down in Spartanburg, and I don't know who the girl was that was there, and I don't know how she had a halo of barbed wire or had it around her neck, and like Clayton was pulling her up towards the stage, and I guess it was Adam from the Hookers or whoever. We were standing right up front. There was like 5 of us standing up front through the whole craziness, and like it was wild, man. But yeah, I've never seen a tame Antiseen show though. But yeah, the Hookers are great.
Yes, they played Antiseen's 30th, if I recall.
I've got a Hookers t-shirt somewhere at the house that I bought at that show that night. And I think my friend Byron was there. Actually, we were both there because we both had the same Hookers t-shirt. If you're listening, Byron, I know you know what we're talking about. You still got yours, I bet, too.
$3 for that one you paid originally.
$3. $3. No.
You can't even get them wholesale for $3 anymore.
Gosh, I know.
Oh, yes.
There's this one.
Now, here's another recurring theme in this band, the ape theme.
Right.
If you want to know how exciting life on the road is with Antiseen, if you're on a long van trip with us, you're going to hear very lengthy, very detailed, very nuanced discussions of hot topics such as one Kiss lineup versus the other, Star Wars and the very many movies and TV shows and whatever, and Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes.
These are true facts. So if you love that kind of stuff, you would love to ride with Antiseen. If you don't love that kind of stuff, you're out of luck, Chuck. Out of luck. What's that?
Ultra Joint Super Kick.
Oh.
Live from Parts Unknown. I guess we all had different names back then. The Confederate Crusader.
The Masked Superstar.
Right.
Lord Bludgeon. Awesome. Yes, and professional wrestling too. In case you hadn't noticed.
And once again, it came from Repo Depot with the
with Joe's writing on it.
Yep.
Yeah, professional wrestling would be another hot topic that you're going to have worried to death.
This was
in
a
the
good
Antiseen tour band.
We've got Jeff and Joe's signature on this one because he played on this one. The Shit Kickers.
Shit Kickers. That's a strange version that came out.
Right.
Is that Zodiac Killer?
Yes, it is.
Zodiac Killer Records.
There was the original was on something else. I've got it probably somewhere at the house too.
Some other label might have been TPO.
Oh, was it your label? Okay,
yeah,
great. Well, there
man.
you go then.
Oh, he thought he was not buttering me up. And in fact, he was. Yeah. See, and that was during the time when Jeff and I just lost touch. He wanted to get the Carolina Shit Kickers reissued, and we just weren't in touch. So some other label got it for a while. It's back on TPOS now.
Well, this is what this Antiseen, Zeke, and Joe Buck yourself.
Ooh, a three-way dance, so to speak.
Yeah. Now, you played with Mr. Joe Buck a few months ago in Morganton.
Yes, in Morganton, of all places. That was a fun show, too.
It's a weird venue. The venue was strange. It wasn't too nice, but
I liked it.
I hear you.
It was fun.
Yeah.
This guy promoted that show.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying it was great, though.
Paid me $14.
$14. That was the last time they played. Remember the Timmy song you got $14 for? Remember
something like that.
Yeah, he wrote a song on the spot for our buddy Timmy.
Yes, just to make the money.
That's right. Because that's what this business is about, making the money.
Another.
And this has got a digital download, too, that I can share with you guys if anybody wants it.
You guys are...
y'all are getting some treatment tonight.
Good thing you tuned in to Tent Talks Tunes. That's it. Copy it down quick.
Yeah, quick, hurry. Okay.
All right.
Sorry,
also recorded by Malcolm Tent on the MT Field unit at that fabled gig in Waltham, Massachusetts on whatever date it was in 2011. November something.
I love Clayton's shirt there, that Hills Have Eyes shirt.
Oh, yeah, horror movies. You'll hear a lot about horror movies, too, in the Antiseen tour band. Promise. / guarantee. Now, wait, did you talk about that one?
Which one?
This one? No, whatever this is. What is that? Oh, wait. No, you didn't talk about this
Okay,
one.
we hadn't got
The
that one yet.
exploding barbed wire
Yeah.
death match, more professional wrestling.
There's a theme for sure with the professional
Now,
wrestling.
what label's that on?
Let's see. Green Mist Records.
Oh, Green Mist. You know what? That's a great segue. Green Mist Records was a subsidiary of, I believe, Steel Cage Records out of Philadelphia. And they released 5 or 6 records by Antiseen and other like-minded kindred spirits. They were going to do, I believe, their 7th release was going to be, oh, you collectors are going to love this. Their 7th release was going to be a reissue of a little album called Bad Wheel Ambassadors.
Oh, yeah.
And it was going to have 2 extra songs on side B from one of these singles. I have no idea which one, but one of these singles, undoubtedly in your collection, has the songs that were going to be on this version of the album. The label folded before the record came out. And all that exists is the test pressing. And yes, Jeff Clayton and I had to do some real hardcore, heavy-duty, serious wheeling and dealing for me to get this copy of it. But guess what? I got it.
I got a $20 bill for you right now, Malcolm.
Really?
We'll make a deal on it. How does that sound?
Well, I think the question is how many $20 bills.
Oh, yes, sir.
That's-
You're
it's
correct.
really-
You're correct. This is a great lineup here.
Oh, yes.
This got Phil and John and Joe Buck and Clayton and Joe Young. Yeah, it's great.
Yes.
Rusty
Sweet
Knuckles.
Blood Call. Now, man, that Sweet Blood Call and Black Eyed Susie. Dude, is that a double A side or what?
Right. Yeah, this was, this is great.
Those are 2 songs, like, whenever I would go see Antiseen from, like, 2011 on, Black Eyed Susie was a regular part of their set.
Okay.
I'd spend days going, Black Eyed Susie went to town, all she wore was a gingham gown. Hey, Black Eyed Susie, ho, Black Eyed Susie, hey, Black Eyed Susie Brown. That's one of those songs that will not leave you alone. And we have gotten to play it a couple of times since I've joined the band. And, you know, it's just one of those thrills where it's like, I was the guy walking around for days singing the song. Now I'm the guy playing the song.
Man, it's something about that, man. That's
Words
great.
can't describe it. It's just really, really cool.
Yeah, Phil Keller, you know Phil. He used to work the door at a place called the Wizard in Hickory. You ever heard of the Wizard?
Yeah.
Woo, that place, man.
That's just,
I did see Mastodon play at the Wizard one time. Their probably first kind of tour before they got big.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it
Wow.
was good, man. Like
I bet they were loud.
They were loud, yeah.
Man.
And we had Social Infestation, which was one of those other Troy's band, or they played at the store. They were another side project of the Today's the Day guys, and
Interesting. Oh, no, that's got to be a reissue. That can't be an original.
well, it's TKO, but it's 42 of 85.
That's
numbered.
even the reissue
I don't have
is
the
extremely
Ed Gein
rare.
cover. I haven't got my hands on that. But
Yeah, that's one of the most fabled Antiseen
I know.
collectibles of all. Is the
but yeah, it's a pretty good little collect set there.
the Ed Gein variant cover of
Right.
the original Drastic EP, of which there's only like 34 made or something like that. Mean
we show
Woman
that one yet?
Blues.
I'm not sure.
No, I haven't shown that one yet. It's another one from the what's on the B side of that one?
1969.
By the Stooges.
Stooges,
Yes, indeed, you do. You can't go wrong with the Stooges, kids.
I saw Iggy Pop open up for, or Jane's Addiction open up for Iggy Pop a couple weeks after Nothing Shocking came out at the Pterodactyl Club in Charlotte.
Wow.
And we didn't have any idea who Jane's Addiction was. And we were punk rock or whatever. And like, we get down there and Jane's Addiction blew Iggy Pop off the stage that night. They were so, I mean, honestly, like that's the only time I'd seen Iggy Pop, but it was pretty great.
Do tell. Oh, now that's one we haven't shown. This is
Excuse me.
talk about dreams come true. There's Antiseen during their tribute to Abdullah the Butcher, who we have now formed a little bit of a working relationship with. And we're playing a gala event in Atlanta in January in honor of Abdullah the Butcher. I don't know. Oh, nice shade of blue, too. See, I love the color coordination of the label and the vinyl.
I do too.
That's the
I
kind of
think
thing
that's what people who put out records think about.
definitely,
So-
definitely. A lot of thought goes into
We
that
might
kind
be
of
getting
stuff.
down to sort of the end of them, to be honest.
Who would
Here,
have thought? Masters of the Sky by the great Jack Starr.
1969 on the other side too.
Mm-hmm. So 45s are so much fun. It gives you an excuse to put out live tracks and odd versions.
And this came from my store. I guess I was trying to sell it at some point, but it was probably in the early 94 because that was my little
$4.99.
I know, right?
Another one of those. Those were the days.
Those were the days. Those were the days.
But you know, $4.99 was at that time. That actually was about right for an import because that's a Belgian import, and it's about what you would pay for an import 45. It was expensive.
Really, my store in Asheville, we always carried Antiseen, even though we got flack over it for whatever reason. We always, I always carried Antiseen records and always will, and don't give a fuck what anybody says about it. Sorry.
That's I'll high five that, man.
Yes, sir.
I will high five that.
Anyway, so
this guy knows what he's doing.
And I'm super happy you guys are playing next weekend, next Saturday.
Yeah, let's
Brown
talk
Mountain
about
Lights
it
Festival.
a little bit, man. October 25th, we've got a whole bunch of other bands on the bill.
We do here. We got a little small. I'll show you this kind of small flyer. You might be able to see the big one in the back. I don't know if you can see.
You can hold it
there.
up.
Yeah.
This camera's got a really good focus.
This is our 4th year of doing the Brown Mountain Lights Festival. We have a pretty solid lineup this year. Antiseen, of course.
What time are we going on?
You guys are going on at 7 o'clock.
7 p.m.
7 o'clock.
Make a note of that. 7 p.m.
And you can go to our Facebook page. I'll post something. You can hit the little link on it, the Brown Mountain Lights Festival page, and you'll have all the information there too. So we're going to start about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Going to start with Thundersack. I think it's Bleach Boys, Deep Rest, Dynamo, Small Doses. There's some switching around. Skin Jacket. Legions of Doom. Let's talk about Legions of Doom.
Okay.
That's Carl from Corrosion of Conformity.
Okay.
A couple guys from St. Vitus, Pentagram,
Really?
and Trouble. And they go by the name The Skull too sometimes.
Oh,
So that's who that is. So
why
Lotar,
why the name change?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I think it has something to do with Eric Wagner passing. And I think Eric Wagner was a singer for The Skull. And then I think Carl took over for Eric after he passed. We have a local black metal band from Morganton called Atera. And those guys, to be honest, man, they come with it. They bring the corpse paint. They bring the evilness. They bring it. Even though they're all super nice guys. Don't tell anybody I said that. Super nice, great guys. 8 Vermin, they're going to be a headline in the show. And they are the heaviest doom stoner rock band. They're awesome. Also from, I think, Valdez. They're local band.
Valdez?
It's weird how all these bands, and to be honest, like when I was younger in Asheville, we had bands that would come from Asheville, but it was always the surrounding towns like Colby or Silva or that's the weird stuff that came from there. It didn't come from like Asheville. It came from these outskirt towns that people were just just crazy. It's wild.
Yeah, where angels fear to tread.
Exactly, man. Where I don't know. It's like being a Terra. They're from Eichard, North Carolina. Never heard of it?
Never even heard.
You go drive down 40, but past Morganton, keep on going between Hickory, place called Eichard. All right. You know what the zip code is there?
Do I dare ask?
You should, but I'm going to tell you anyway. 28666.
How did I know?
I know. The dark side. And I didn't know this until the senior came in the store one day, and I was running his credit card, and I was like, Mathis, what's your I was like, what's your zip code? He's like, 28666. I was like, you are kidding me. Sure enough, it's a real thing.
Nice.
But yeah, it's, the festival is an all-day festival. Starts about 11 o'clock. We have about 40 craft vendors. And not your typical crochet, mom and pop stuff. We've got all kind of cool stuff. People that make stuff out of bones. We have fun craft oddity vendors. We also have beer trucks, mead trucks, CBD drinks if you're into that thing. We have Morganton Hemp Company coming if you're into that thing. Mm-hmm. We have a hot dog truck. We got a barbecue truck. We've got a Latin American food truck coming. We also have like a straight up Mexican burrito truck coming.
This is a free event.
A free event, yes.
This is a 100% free
and this is
event.
totally a DIY event that we put on, and we get no city funding. We do it 100% with sponsorships, and we raise money to do this. So The thing we only charge for is if you want to drink alcohol, we sell little armbands. They're $5 each, and that's not much, and that helps pay for everything. And it takes about 6 months for me to get this thing off the ground every year. It's not just me that does it. I have a lot of people. We're actually having a volunteer meeting tomorrow night, Thursday night. I don't know if this will be in the future we're talking about, but at a place called the Reptile Cantina in Morganton. And we'll be talking there and getting our volunteers up and mean, I just kind of get it going, and I couldn't do it without everybody else's help. The bands, the sound crew, Codex Sound. It's a community event. So
right on.
And it's weird, and we like it. We're gonna keep it that way. So.
That's the best. DIY or die.
I think you played the first year, didn't you? Was it the first or second year?
Was it the first?
I can't.
I really don't know. You just said, "Hey, man, I got this festival.
I know.
Play." I said, I'd love
and
to.
Malcolm's always down to help, and he is one of the good guys too. He's always there to seriously, he's one of the good ones for sure. So
what he says,
and we share the same birthday too.
I know.
Even though he's way older than me, but
way
older,
like 6 years older than
6
this
years older
guy.
than me, man.
Jeez. Where's my walking?
I know,
cane?
right? Hey, the best thing, I turned 55 this year, and you know what the best thing is? You get that senior discount, and I will take it anytime,
absolutely.
man. I'll take that senior discount because
bring it.
Go to Goodwill, give me that discount. I'll even ask for it sometimes.
Yeah, I got really bent out of shape. Pissy Chrissy and I went to the county fair a few weeks ago, and they didn't give me a senior discount.
No way.
I'm a little bit mad about that.
I know. I always ask, do you offer a senior discount? I don't straight up say, give me a senior discount.
Right.
I work myself around it or whatever, but...
You take the passive approach.
Yeah, totally.
They have pity on you and you get the discount. So
and, I still get these things in the mail for AARP, though, and I'm not so sure if I should join or not.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it. Now, you get a magazine and a koozie or something, I think. So,
it's like,
I like koozies, so there you go.
Well, all right, you might get your $4 worth.
Right.
AARP.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to the festival. Everybody come out. You can go to the Facebook page. Just look up Brown Mountain Lights Festival, Facebook. You'll find it. That's about the only thing we do. I don't really get to Instagram or anything like that. But
I'll post a link to the Brown Mountain Lights Festival in the comments on this thread.
It's a lot of fun, and you guys come out and you guys have a good time for sure. So
I think it's going to be great. Morganton, charming little town, great little downtown area. Green Eggs and Jam is there.
We are not going to be open that day, though.
Oh.
It's too much for me to have the store open to do the festival.
Yeah.
But if any of you guys out there want to come see me, you'll find me. I'll be wearing a top hat and some fancy clothes or an alien costume, one of the two. So if you want to come look at the store, we'll be glad to open it up for you. But I want to enjoy the festival this year. Not have to worry about the store. So.
Right on.
And it's, I won't have to phone. Everybody have fun. So
check out Green Eggs and Jam any day but October 25th.
Right, yeah. And Mondays and Sundays, because I'm closed Sundays and Mondays, so
etc.
But a man can't work all the time, so
there you go.
Right.
Thanks for being on board,
Absolutely,
man.
buddy. I appreciate you having me. So
always a pleasure. Sit around and talk about records and live music and DIY events and DIY aesthetic as much as anybody wants to.
And we've both been doing this a long time. And,
some of us longer than others, but both of us, long
I enjoy
time.
still doing it, and it's if I didn't enjoy doing it, then you do too. So.
Well, that's the thing. If it ever stopped being fun, I think we would stop.
Absolutely,
cause,
too much hassle or whatever, and we just do it for fun and because we love it. So.
Yep, because music is the best.
Music is the best.
Yay! So. All right, Stacey Peek, Green Eggs and Jam, and
thank you guys for having me. Thank you for having me, Malcolm.
Thanks for being on board.
Absolutely.
As for me, I think you all know who I am already, but I'm going to tell you again, Malcolm Tent Talks Tunes. As always, I invite you, I demand, I wheedle, whinge, and generally beg you, please, check out my website, my Discogs, my eBay, my Bandcamp, my YouTube channel. Subscribe to it, because DIY means doing it yourself. And we're a couple of dudes who have been doing it ourselves, but we can't do it without you. So
exactly.
Please feel free to check in and support, and hopefully you'll find what we do to be worth supporting. Absolutely. And we will continue to do so. So as for me, I hope to be back in about 167 hours' time. Till we meet again, this is Malcolm Tent saying so long from the Tar Heel State.
Thanks, guys.